Too many of us are reading yesterday's newspaper. Too many of us are listening to yesterday's stories. This is the moment to begin a brand new chapter of our life. This is the moment to turn that page and you start writing. You start to discover that greatness that lies within you. This is the moment. The platform, the stage has been created. All we need to do is make daily decisions. Daily decisions. Keep what we want in 100% focus. And I am positive that over the next 60 days, you will become the person you need to become in order to attract the people you need to attract, in order to receive what you've always wanted to receive. This is the moment for your hustle. Hello everyone and welcome again. My name is Dr. Luis Arias, the Senior Vice Chair for this beautiful and amazing company, YGY International, Longevity International. My message to you today is very, very simple. I remember a long time ago, almost 24 years ago, when my first mentor told me, he said, "You never know how far-reaching what you may say, think, or do today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. It is better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. Get the big idea and all else will follow." And I want to give you a big idea. I want to talk about the power of one. I want to talk about how by influencing one person, your life can change. By helping one person, your business can transform. By doing one great act, one great deed, your life can be changed forever. And a story comes to mind 24 years ago when I graduated. I was first year in practice. As you may know, or maybe you don't know, when I first graduated, I didn't have any money. I opened my first office, my first chiropractic office on a shoestring budget. I had no chairs, I had no tables. I mean, it was a phenomenal time because during those challenges, during those adversities, you really get to know who you really are. As Gary Vaynerchuk says, during times of adversity is when the people who love to hustle see maximal opportunity. And I saw an opportunity for myself. I just knew I didn't have the resources, but it wasn't going to stop me. So I went out and I marketed and I marketed and I marketed, and I must have spoken to about 300 to 400 attorneys in the first year. 300 to 400 attorneys in the first year. The next year, out of those 300 to 400 attorneys, I may have formed a healthy, positive business relationship with about 40, 50 of them, and about 20 to 30 of them refer to me consistently. And that was my basis of a 20-year practice, right? But I remember in my first year in practice, a colleague of mine called me one day, and in the type of chiropractic practice that I would have, we would do something that's called personal injury. And in personal injury, you would have someone that would come in due to some type of slip and fall, some type of car accident, and we would give them care, 2, 3, 4 months, depending on how severe, depending on their injury. Then we would write up a report, a narrative, and then we would send it to the attorney. He would set up a demand packet, send it to an insurance company. 2, 4, 6, 8 months later, they would call us and the attorney would negotiate. Now, the attorney would negotiate our bill because obviously the insurance company wanted to settle at less than our bill. And we understood that that was the industry. That was the time, that was how we did business. So if I, for example, would send a $5,000 bill and it would settle for $12,000, then the attorney would love to ask me if I would be okay and if I would take $4,000. So I would have to decrease my bill. And because I had the power of focus and I knew where I wanted, not where I wanted to be in a month or 2 months, but I knew where I wanted to be 5, 10, 15 years from now, I would negotiate and I would settle because I wasn't really interested in just that one settlement. I was interested in breeding and seeding healthy relationships. So one of my colleagues called me and he said, "Guess what?" He said, this is 24 years ago. He said, "Can you believe that I sent a $6,000 bill?" I said, "Okay, that's somewhat reasonable." He says, "And then this attorney calls me and he wants to settle." I said, I'm thinking that's normal. And the settlement was for $15,000. So the attorney called me and he said, "I want to give you $5,000 on your $6,000 bill." And he says, "I went to school for all these years, invested all this money. I'm not going to settle." So I didn't say anything. I said, "What did you do?" He said, "I wrote him back, sent an email, sent a letter." He says, I'm not going to negotiate. I want my full bill." So I said, "Let me guess." I said, "The attorney sent you his full bill?" He said, "Absolutely." "And let me guess, you already received your $6,000 settlement?" He said, "I did." I said, "I want you to do me a favor. I said, with that extra $1,000, I want you to buy something that you're going to be able to keep and see every day for the rest of your life. He said, why? I said, because for those extra $1,000, you just destroyed that relationship with that individual. Here it is. And then he said, but it's just one attorney. Yeah, unfortunately, that one attorney plays basketball with about 7 other attorneys every Thursday at the YMCA. And those 7 other attorneys have about 20, 30 years of experience in the industry of personal injury. So then they're going to take your situation and spread it out, because people love to talk. Especially people love to talk when people don't do them right, or people, or in their perspective, they're not good, righteous people. So I said that $1,000 may have cost you many, many healthy relationships that you need to have in order to build your business. And here I am 24 years later telling you something, telling you that if you focus on that one relationship, one focus at a time, one recruit at a time, one person at a time, one family pack at a time, you never know how far reaching what you may say, think, or do today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. Every person that comes into your business, every person that comes into your culture, you give them 100%. And in order for you to give them 100%, you got to do 3 things. Number 1 is you have to stop browsing. What does that mean? Is that you must make a decision to build those people. It means you must make a decision to give them everything you have. It means you must put them into the 24-hour rule. You must make sure you extract that why. You must dive into their 100-person list. You must qualify and quantify those names. You must show them how to become an executive in 7 days and a senior executive in 30 days. You must stop browsing. Don't be a browser, and be a buyer. Be a purchaser of a better life. Be a purchaser of a better future. Be a purchaser of more stability. Be a purchaser of more certainty. The second thing you must do is be intentional. What is your intention? I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they said, I don't know why my business isn't growing. I said, what's your purpose? What's your intention? He said, what do you mean? Everyone I talk to says that they need the product. I said, well, so what if someone isn't looking for the product? What if someone needs more time? What if someone isn't looking for time or product? What if someone needs a better business? I said, what is your intention? Is your intention to give them what you have, or is your intention to pay attention, right, as a professional network marketer and see their needs and be a solution for their needs? 1, stop browsing. 2, be intentional. And 3, understand the power of no. Sometimes, my friend, you just have to say no. No, you can't make it to that party. No, you can't make it to that carne asada. No, you can't make it to that bar mitzvah, whatever it may be, because you have a purpose and you have a plan. And it may seem a little difficult at the moment. Some people may not even understand you, but that is okay, because that's part of the success process. That's part of the success journey. And I'm telling you right now, you never know how far reaching what you may say, think, or do today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. It is better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. Get the big idea, and the rest will follow. Stop browsing, be intentional, and understand no is not a bad word. Learn to play team. Give before you expect back, like John C. Maxwell says. Before I ask for your hand, I'm going to give you my heart. Be that giver, be that leader, and watch your organization explode. Again, thank you so much. We're coming to the end of October. I know you're pressing hard. I know you're pushing hard, but I also know that there is more inside of you. Push, really dig deep within you. Pull that greatness, pull that massive success genetic expression out so you can begin living the life that God has called you to live. Remember, I believe in you when you are up and in, and I believe in you when you are down and out. God bless you, and I love you.